I'm not here to toot the horn of 3D printing. I think it's a fantastic technology that we utilize where we see that it fits. 2025, really our main focus is to bring some of our legacy products as well as some of our newer products online with our new AddUp 350 machine. It's been a bit of a process in that, historically we had these things approved with the FDA on some different technology. So being the first in this space to utilize this AddUp FormUp 350 machine has been the massive focus. It was in 2013, we were utilizing 5-axis machine to make our products, and it was abundantly challenging for multiple reasons, one of which was achieving some of the angulation that we needed for our very specific medical devices. But secondly, from a small company perspective, really being able to control our inventory in a much better way. When you use traditional machining, you have to order parts in the magnitude of hundreds or thousands to achieve a target price point. And really with 3D printing, it allows you to have smaller lots and carry less inventory, which is massively helpful for a small company. We weren't the first in the industry to utilize 3D printing, so it wasn't that we felt like we were so novel that it would be a challenge. So there really wasn't a lot of hesitation. It was more about discovering our ability to utilize it for this. Early on, our first product came to market 10 years ago using 3D printing, and at that time, it was early enough where we didn't know exactly the capabilities of the technology, and it's certainly improved over the last decade. But after we kind of made it through a few steps and realized this is the solution that we could really utilize moving forward, we really converted one segment of our business, which it constitutes about 90% of our sales in that segment, to 3D printed products. Well, as you bolt on more and more companies such as mine that are utilizing this technology, and as the FDA is becoming more and more comfortable with the technology, and more and more patients are being treated with it, science moves slow, and especially in healthcare, it moves slow for good reason. We don't want to hurt people. So I think that really it's just a measure of how much this technology has penetrated into healthcare, and we see it. The FDA is understanding it more and more. They've released guidance year after year, improving what they believe these products should be when they come to market. And historically, they were very, very conservative about how they wanted us to test these parts, and ensuring that powder residues don't remain, and structural integrity, and the fact that there's oxygen can get into your parts and cause some fatigue issues. So as they've realized that the technology, with any number of these companies that are here, has improved to the point where these are safe ways to deliver good products to patients. Obviously, I was already a believer, and when you're in the know in this industry, you kind of seek out the treatment that you believe is best. And I went to a surgeon that I knew held the same beliefs that I do, which is these 3D printed cages are good for a much more rapid recovery. Certainly we want a large, robust fusion for spine surgery, but if we can get a spot weld, if you will, because we're utilizing porous 3D technology, I think that it allows patients to get back to their normal everyday activities much quicker. I, for sure, am one of those people. Did go against, as you heard, the advice of my surgeon and went snow skiing. I even fell while snow skiing 2 months later and after surgery, and I've done fine. I continued to improve for several months after surgery to the point where I am now, where I ran a half marathon in February, so I'm feeling good. I think that most of the companies here want me to say that 100% of all metal in medical devices can be printed. It's probably not practical. Really, my perspective, and you heard Nick allude to it on the panel discussion, is that I'm not here to toot the horn of 3D printing. I think it's a fantastic technology that we utilize where we see that it fits. And we utilize it best based upon the best technology for the given application, as well as cost. So if you can reduce cost, which could be timeline reduction as well, and technology improvements, we insert it at every place that we can. If it doesn't make sense, we certainly have tons of tools that we continue to use that are machined on mills and lathes, etc. With AddUp, we wouldn't be able to do this without them. their knowledge of their specific machine as well as the additive manufacturing process has been tremendously helpful to us. My team of engineers are very, very good at designing products, creating models, certainly creating drawings and delivering those out, but understanding how the technology is made and how we can make small changes in the way that the machine makes the part to create improvements in holding tolerances or adding features that are more resistant to abrasion, et cetera, is super important. And so they've been a critical resource for us. As you heard, we're on the phone with them daily or weekly discussing those things.